Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. It's once again your host Ram with you on the cricket show, Cricket Happenings. And well, the news is that today in the World Cup, it was India registering their fourth victory, the fourth consecutive victory. India and New Zealand are the only four teams that have registered four consecutive victories in the World Cup, as we all know. And today happens to be India's turn. So India actually registered the fourth victory today, and this was against Bangladesh, and the victory was pretty easy in the end. India won by 7 wickets. The feature being Virat Kohli really denying the singles to be taken and going on and showing what he is capable of when he reeled off a century, the first century by Virat Kohli in this World Cup. Well, and that was it. India again. I think India have gone on the top of the point standings. I'm just going to check on that right now. No, sorry, New Zealand is still on the top as far as the run rate is concerned. So India still are second in the table. Now, talking about this game, let's have to analyze this game. Firstly, it was Bangladesh. Now, let me talk about the team. Bangladesh, definitely, I have to say, they were crippled because they didn't have the services of their key captain, which is Shakib Al Hasan. And Shakib Al Hasan is a world class player today, whether it be batting, whether it be bowling, whether it is fielding, because he is someone who is a prime contributor for Bangladesh in all these three departments. And to not have him, and also his captaincy, not to have him with all his varied experience, it was in my opinion, it was a big blow for Bangladesh. But that does not mean that they can't. But definitely, one felt sorry for Bangladesh that they could not get the services of Shakib Al Hasan, who was injured unfortunately, and also they didn't have the services of their another strike bowler, Taskin Ahmed. Yes, Taskin Ahmed has not been in some great form. He has not been able to get the wickets, not been doing much. But that is it does not take much for any bowler to hit the straps. So sometimes it does happen in cricket. And so that was also another loss, according to me. Nevertheless, let's have a look at this Bangladesh. So Bangladesh, and Najmul Hussain Shanto, who they are already, Bangladesh is already grooming him as the next captain of Bangladesh for sure. One does not know Liton Das, but I think they're looking at Najmul Hussain Shanto as a person who himself has scored tons of runs in the year 2023. And besides, they probably feel that he's captaincy material. So they know better what they're doing. So Narmala Singh Shanto was given the responsibility, and what a proud moment for him in the World Cup to be the captain of the Bangladesh team. Looking at the batting card, the only good thing that happened to Bangladesh at the top was something which was something that I would like to talk about. We are talking about a young, talented boy by the name Tanzid Hassan. I mean, he has already been touted by the commentators, especially the former West Indies pace bowler and the great commentator Ian Bishop has already said that Tanzir Hassan is the future of Bangladesh cricket as far as batting is concerned. And I'm not going to be the least surprised if Tanzir Hassan is going to be the next Tamim Iqbal of Bangladesh, because what I see in him, let me just talk about it. I mean, both Liton Das, we all know he has his experience, but what they did, I like the way they went about, because in the morning hours in Pune, the ball was moving about, and we saw what Jasprit Bumrah and Mohammad Siraj were doing. They were just keeping the batsmen on absolutely tight. They were not giving anything away, and besides that, it forced with the ball, the movement in the pitch forced both the batsmen, the openers, to really be pretty cautious at the start. Tanzir Hassan and Liton Das. But I like the way they actually built up the innings. First 5 overs, they were very, very circumspect, and then slowly they started building it brick by brick, and then suddenly the force started coming. Tanzir Hassan started his free flowing strokes, and that was the time one was seeing the class of this player, Tanzir Hassan. Let me tell you, he is a person for Bangladesh who is earmarked for the future. What a superb player he is. I mean, young, but the way he played, the way he hit those sixes hooking them, blasting them over extra cover. His drives looks languid. Being a left-hander, there is some style in him as well. So Tanzil was an absolute treat to watch. Everybody enjoyed, even the commentators box. And also, let us talk about it. The pitch just gave that bit of assistance, I think, in the morning, in the early stages. But after that, what happened was something where finally the conclusion was that this particular pitch was pretty easy to bat on. The ball was nicely coming onto the bat. So it was a matter of Bangladesh openers just looking at what's going on. And once they sussed it up, they started playing their strokes. And the balls was pretty even. And there was absolutely no turn for the spinners. So definitely it was a good track. And for Bangladesh, if at all, if you and let's talk about the openers itself first. Tanzil well, got his maiden 50. I mean, 50 or probably he's made in 50, I suppose. Tanzil has got his first 50 in the World Cup. 51 of 40. This is his highest score in ODIs now. 51 of 43 deliveries, 5 fours and 3 sixes. But what a partnership! What a base! I mean, after looking at the openers putting up a base of 93 runs in 14.4 overs, to make 256 is not done at all. They should have definitely reached 300. But the reason that Bangladesh could not reach the 300 is because of some splendid bowling. Splendid catching. Let's talk about the catching in the air catching and the fielding. I mean, Kuldeep Yadav was giving absolutely, even though he was bowling, but in the deep, he was patrolling the deep and he was giving 100%. That's like a total comedy. He was sprawling onto the ball, and that's what one would love to see. So first and foremost, I would like to commend the Indian fielding today. The Indian fielding was top notch today, and that was what prevented Bangladesh from not being able to take their total to 300. They had to be content at 256 for right. So India, well done. And looking at that the card there, Liton Das made 66 of 82, 7 fours. But Tanzil Hasan's stroke making was pretty attractive. Najmul Hussain Shanto, the captain, failed with the bat. He was gone for 8. LBW ball Jadeja. And talking about Jadeja, I mean, what a big asset he is to the team. I mean, he comes there, puts the ball in the right areas, gets the ball to do its bit, and gets his wickets. And once again, it was Jadeja all the way. Tawhid Hridoy, just 16 runs to his name. Yes, there was one big wicket that they got of Mehdi Hasan Miraz because he could have hurt you, but they dismissed him very cheaply. And that's where I'm talking about the Indian fielding. Look at that catch which was taken by KL Rahul behind the sticks. Mehdi Hasan Miraz just got a sort of a nick onto it, and KL Rahul diving full length to his unnatural hand, and picking it up meters from the turf. And Mehdi Hasan Miraz was walking back for just 3 runs. And that was a big wicket according to me, because Mehdi Hasan Miraz is someone who definitely could have definitely made a lot of runs. And then it was left to the experienced blokes, experienced campaigners, as we call it in Bangladesh, Mushfiqur Rahim. Both Mahmudullah and Mushfiqur Rahim had to chisel up runs, and they did it with Mushfiqur Rahim contributing 38 runs of 46, that was 1 4 and 1 6. And also, and then we had Mahmudullah making 46 of 36. He was the finisher. He was there almost till the end. He was there in the final over. He made 46 of 36 deliveries, 3 fours and 3 sixes with some clean and crisp hitting by Mahmudullah. Other than that, nothing else to talk about. Nasir Ahmed was out for 14, but also let's also talk about Jadeja's catch. What a catch that was. An absolutely goalkeeping style catch to get rid of Mushfiqur Rahim of the bowling of Bumrah. And Jadeja took a catch. He was airborne when he took the catch, and that was absolutely splendid. 256 for 8 was what Bangladesh could put on the board. And bowling, I've already, as Bumrah, as usual, he does his job. 2 for 41. Siraj, well, he has been leaking runs, but he took the wickets as well. 2 for 60. Yes, India had a bitter blow when Hardik Pandya pulled a muscle and could not further bowl. And so there was a sort of a handicap for India as well, because Since Hardik Pandya could not complete his overs, Shardul Thakur had to pitch him. But Shardul Thakur is extremely costly. 9 overs, 1 for 59. His returns. Again, one does not understand why Ashwin has been kept out. Shardul Thakur has once again said there's no Shami, there's no Ashwin, and Shardul Thakur plays today. Kohli had an opportunity to have a trundle because Hardik Pandya left after bowling just 3 balls, and the balance 3 balls were bowled by Virat Kohli for 2 runs. Kuldeep Yadav did his job, 1 for 47, and Jadeja, as usual, he did his job as well with some great fielding as well. 10 overs, 2 for 38. Now, for 256 on this particular pitch, as I said, yes, Hardik Pandya was unfit, and probably then later on we got the news that there's nothing serious about Hardik Pandya's injuries, which is good news for India, because India have some difficult matches coming up in the World Cup. In the business end, we have to face New Zealand on Sunday, and then we have England coming up, and then it's Sri Lanka. So definitely some tough matches coming up for India. India, now looking at the Indian card, this Indian batting order in this World Cup is looking like an absolutely well-oiled machine. Let's have a look at the top. The pitch was very easy to bat on. There's no turn on the pitch. And it was absolutely no surprise for me that India romped home with a 7-wicket win. And talking about the Indian batting, well, Rohit Sharma at the top always, the openers have been providing some sort of electric starts, and that's what precisely happened today. Rohit Sharma just, he has been called the hitman now, and why not? He definitely showed he's the hitman. 48 of 40 deliveries, which included 7 fours and 2 sixes. And Shubman Gill, well, he floated like a boat, I would say, making 53 of 55, 5 fours and 2 sixes. Each and every knock was so pleasurable to watch. As I said, the pitch was very easy to bat on. Ball was nicely coming onto the bat. And Virat Kohli, well, he just came there, started imposing his presence on the batting pitch, in the middle, and he started flowing like only Virat Kohli could flow. The strokes were just coming out, running those singles, running those hard twos, and he was just over there. And Bangladesh knew that this man's wicket is which will give them a foot in the door, but he never gave a foot in the door. And Virat Kohli went on and on and on, and finally he decided that it's quite a long time getting a century in a World Cup. He told Rahul that he denied Rahul the singles and went on. And what a style he scored his century, his 48th century in ODIs. And he has also, he has also gone past Sachin Tendulkar's 26,000 runs in ODI cricket among all formats. So Virat Kohli was simply breathtaking today. What a knock from him. And India even didn't offer a semblance of a chance in their batting. So it was some flawless batting from India, which is again very, very good to hear. And 103 unbeaten runs for him. He brought the winning hit in fine style, and also in the process got to his century as well. Not out on 103 of 97 deliveries, which included 6 fours and 4 sixes, which all coming up at the fag end of the game. And Shreyas Iyer, well, he just carried merrily with 19 of 25, 2 boundaries. KL Rahul was the one who was giving Virat company when the final fling came with an unbeaten 34 of as many balls, which included 3 fours and 1 6. And game all over. India winning the match against Bangladesh by 7 wickets. And as I said, India now on the second. India and New Zealand are the teams which are having 8 points each. So they are really steering slowly, real clear of all the other teams. But it's still early days, according to me. There are a lot of matches coming up. Tomorrow, the match coming up is between Pakistan taking on Australia. A very crucial match coming up for both the teams. If you look at the table for Pakistan and Australia, we are seeing Pakistan having 4 points and Australia still. So Australia would like to beat Pakistan and get to those 4 points. So it's going to be very, very interesting. And Pakistan have some I believe some injury worries as well. As far as the Bangladeshi bowling was concerned, again, it was a difficult pitch for them. The bowlers, I thought, 8 overs, none for 54 for Shariful Islam. Mustafizur Rahman, 5 overs for 29. Nasoom Ahmed really had some really had a lot of runs taken off his 9.3 overs, no maiden, none for 60. Hassan Mahmood, even though he bowled 8 overs, 1 for 65, but I liked the way he attacked Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma hit him for a 6, and then the next ball, he once again hit the deck hard and forced Rohit Sharma to once again play the hook shot, but this time it was in the waiting hands of Tawhid Ridoy, the youngster, in the deep. He was gone 1 for 65, but Hassan Mahmood definitely looked like a bowler who was taking up the challenge. Mehdi Hassan Miraz, I thought he did a decent job, 247, and Mahmudullah 1 over for 6 runs. But definitely, India, as I said, has an easy victory, and they are definitely looking really primed now. But as I said, two difficult matches coming up. One is against New Zealand, who are on the top of the table now. That's a Sunday. It's a top-notch clash coming up on Sunday, and then India take on England in the next week. Well, dear fans, subscribers, it's an absolute pleasure bringing you this cricket show daily, and I hope you all loved it. Look forward to your company once again tomorrow. Until that happens, it's your host Ram signing off. Thank you.